Hey guys, and welcome back to another week of Weekly Coldplay. My name is Monica.
And my name is Daniel.
And we are a weekly podcast all about...
You guessed it.
Hugh Jackman. He's pretty.
So normal. You're
I
so
love
normal about him.
That's all. Hey, Hugh Jackman, if you're listening to this, I love you. And, I'm going to New York next week, actually, on the 7th and 8th. So if you're there,
Yeah. Hugh
Save
Jackman,
a kiss for me.
Come to the Today Show.
Yeah.
Hang out with us.
Mwah.
Come to the Times Square Olive Garden.
Yeah. Got these lips waiting for you.
Monica will buy you pasta.
If I can afford it.
I'll give Monica money to buy you pasta.
Yay! I'm risking him up. I think I got him now. Can't say no. Anyway, what this podcast is actually about, I guess. We are going to do kind of a MUSiC retrospective. Of course, our next episode will be all about MUSiC, which we are super hyped about. We are, as of this getting this put out, we are listening to MUSiC tomorrow.
Yeah, and as of recording it, we have less than 2.5 days till we listen to it. Can you believe that?
No.
Me neither.
Yeah, we're gonna hear MUSiC. Oh my god.
Jupiter name for a planet.
Anyway, we'll get all to that. So we want to just kind of the road so far type thing, for all you Supernatural fans.
I never watched Supernatural. I don't know what you're going on about.
This season, at the end of the season, they play "Carry On, My Wayward Son," and then they would do a recap of the entire season. They say the road so far.
Okay.
Okay. I don't want this to be immortalized forever that I liked Supernatural, but I did very briefly in my youth, okay?
In my youth.
Yeah, I'm not that girl anymore.
Hugh Jackman and Coldplay stayed. Supernatural faded away.
Yeah.
As it was always meant to be.
Yeah. But yeah, we're just going to do a retrospective and talk about what has led us to this moment, to this week. And then we're also going to talk about Chris at the Global Citizen Festival. We got a bunch of other news. And
a decent
a
chunk of spoilers and speculations.
Yeah, they don't really care anymore about this album. They're like, yeah, go ahead, go listen to it. They're like, here you go. Everyone gets to listen to it early. Go see it in movie theaters.
Go see it in planetarium, in the Space and Time Cube Museum. We gotta go.
I know.
Now that's on my list. Okay, Potato Corner.
Oh my god!
Cube Museum.
I live at Potato Corner.
Every time I tell people I want to go to the Philippines and go to Potato Corner, they're like, "There's potatoes here in America."
No,
I'm like, guys, you don't know.
Well, actually, no. There is a Potato Corner in Texas. Actually, it's in Dallas.
Oh.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me when I was going to Dallas.
Yeah, well, because it's some far. I think it's just outside Dallas. But anyway.
But yeah, no. But they always say oh, you can get potatoes anywhere, and I'm
no.
No, I gotta go to the Philippines.
Yeah. Shout out Philippines. Shout out Potato Corner. Shout out Jollibee. Mabuhay. That's my people. Love y'all.
Yeah.
Mahal kita. That's all the Tagalog I know.
You didn't even say kumusta.
Well, okay. I know 3 things in
You know
Tagalog.
how to say sour now.
Asim. Yeah. Okay. That's 4 things. I could count to 10 in Tagalog. Anyway,
that's 14 things.
Well, I'm more fluent in Tagalog than I thought I was. Anyway, shout out Bisaya. Shout out Davao City. Shout out Cebu. Anyway, it's my people.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all.
So when are we going?
I don't know. Right now. We're taking the flight right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. No more podcasts. We're flying to Manila.
Yeah. No, we'll just record on the plane.
Yeah, it'll probably be delayed because it's been raining in Manila.
It's been raining in Manila. Okay, we gotta get into this. So we both have had caffeine, so we're a little bit.
We've been listening to Chris yap about a rush of blood to the head.
Yeah. We recently went to Half Price Books, and there was a CD that Daniel had found. It was a rush of blood to the head, which it looks like a rush of blood to the head, except that on the side it says interview CD, and it's literally a bunch of interview. Well, no, it's one continuous interview, but like there's a pamphlet where you ask the questions and then the band answers. It's bizarre.
We thought it was like a recording of an interview, and then we get to it. I'm like, oh no, this is like for radio. It's like they did the interview with some guy named Danny, and then they cut out Danny's talking part so that like anyone on a radio show could just ask the question, and it has like suggested questions to ask.
Yeah.
So it feels like we were just talking to Chris, and then he's going on about someone might bomb the world and thus destroy all girls. And it would be good if that didn't happen.
Yeah, and he kept doing voices. I'm concerned actually for Chris Martin.
Do it now, boy.
Anyway, we'll cover that. We'll cover
Some
that
other
in
time.
Yeah. During a lull after Moon Music,
Yeah.
we'll definitely. Well, we'll just act like we're interviewing Coldplay, and then it's that interview. But anyway, we're gonna get right into it. This really long introduction. Moon Music, right? So that was like, I feel like
Landing on October 4th.
landing on October 4th.
Or October 2nd if you're listening to it early. Or October 3rd.
Oh.
Or October 1st. Or any of these next
Or
few
next
days.
week. Next week you will, or this coming week. This week, because I always forget when we upload this.
This week, you can hear Moon Music.
Yeah, right now.
Right now.
On your phones.
Unless you're listening to this the day it came out, which, sorry guys, you gotta wait.
Yeah. Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Anyway, I forgot when they actually announced like the name of Moon Music, but I feel like it was pretty early on.
It was announced before I got into Coldplay.
Yeah.
So that was already established before I even like knew Coldplay really.
Yeah, so there was that, lots of hype, but then lots of nothing. They were just like, okay, it's Moon Music. That was it.
Yeah, I remember knowing that the next album would be called Moon Music and knowing nothing about it. And we would speculate, like, does it have to do with, like, the neon moons or, like, there's this other third moon?
Yeah.
And then what about that secret hidden planet?
Yeah, and what does it have to do with Music of the Spheres?
Yeah. What was the name of the hidden planet again?
Isn't it like Aurora or something?
It is Aurora, yeah. We still don't know anything about Aurora.
Yeah, we don't know her.
She's just out there.
Yeah, good for her. What if, like, the extra bits, and I don't know, this should go in speculation. Not really. This is just me jokingly speculating. But what if, like, in the theatrical release, they just, like, here's Aurora, and they just go into the, I don't know, they do something with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all. And then last year in Seattle, at the Coldplay Extra Fan Meetup that I was at, and I left early, Chris and Phil had shown up, and they were like, hey, here's some tracks from Moon Music, and he played Angel's Song. He was talking about how it's gonna be like pretty much all Will. I don't know how much of that is true, but Daniel's very, very excited about that.
I don't know if you could hear my bracelets. Probably. This microphone picks up everything.
Yeah, it sure does. And what is it? Chris also, don't believe his lies. Chris was also like, yeah, Moon Music will be out by May.
Yeah.
Chris, stop lying.
When you were telling me this for notes last night, he said it would be out by May 2025. And I was like, I'm sure she means 2024.
Oh, yeah, I meant that.
It's not like Chris to get something out early.
Yeah, exactly. And then there was nothing. We were just kind of like riding on that high. Lots of clown play. We thought they were going to do something.
And then they kept not doing something.
Yeah. Orange happened.
Well, no, before Orange, we had Athens.
What was it? Did we?
Athens was before Orange.
Well,
No, was Athens after Orange?
Yeah, no, because that was like their first show after their Asia leg.
Oh, okay. Never mind. So then we had Orange first.
Yes, yeah. And that's why everyone was like,
there was the whole ice cream truck thing.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Oh, no, but that was when they also teased Feels Like I'm Falling in Love.
Yeah. So they kept teasing Feels Like I'm Falling in Love. And then then
that was leading up to Radio 1 Big Weekend. And then
there's an ice cream truck.
Yes, and we're like,
jellyfish.
Yeah, we're like, oh, does this mean... No, the jellyfish had nothing... That was just Glastonbury.
Oh, that was Glastonbury. Never mind. It's all mixed together in my
Yeah,
head
no,
now.
Don't worry, I got it. I remember. But anyway, so it was leading up to BBC Radio 1, and we're like, oh my god, it's going to be MUSiC promo. They're actually going to do stuff, and then turned out to be
at a bluegrass festival, and I left it halfway through the bluegrass festival to go home and watch BBC Radio 1 and bake spinach puffs.
Yeah, and that would be nothing. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We did get a new song.
Orange. I love you, Luton Town FC. I've loved you since I was born. Yeah, because they'd be too offended about yellow otherwise. He was even like, there's a bit in that performance where he goes, guys, don't worry, just trust me. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's coming. He's going to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we got that little video of, what is it, Chris in front of, like, the Ferris wheel in Santa Monica Pier or whatever, which we never got. We never actually got that video. It was just for that promo, I guess.
Yeah.
That video is somewhere out
it's
there.
It's out with the Kalorchura video.
In the ether, in the Coldplay ether. They are both on the planet Aurora.
Yeah. If you get to Aurora, you get all the demos.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything Chris tries to hide, he just sends it off to the planet Aurora.
Yeah, exactly.
So then we're in Athens, and, like, around the stadium, they're putting, like, little snippets of lyrics from Fliffle. And we're like, oh, now they're gonna play it. No.
Nope.
But
Instead,
someone stormed the stage, broke a rib, and then Chris played All My Love.
Yeah. Which is just hilarious. We weren't supposed to hear it until September. Now it's September.
Yeah, now we get to hear it.
Yeah.
Which more about that in a minute.
Yeah, exactly. And then around, I can't remember, it was still in Athens where they changed the outfits or not.
No, it was Glastonbury. They changed the outfits and stage.
No. It was at a regular show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then it was right before Glastonbury.
Yes.
It was whatever city was right before Glastonbury, which I don't think was Athens. I think there was, like, at least one or two other cities before Glastonbury.
I can't. So we think that the outfits changed in Bucharest, in Romania. Sounds right.
There's been so many tour dates.
And, I know.
Like, at the time, I was working in school, so I was, like, able to watch some of them, not able to watch some of them.
That sounds correct. So if we're wrong, we're wrong. But I'm pretty sure. But then all of this was honestly just, like, leading up to...
Glastonbury.
Glastonbury. There's also, so I was thinking about, remember the video that Michelle had put out of them listening to all of MUSiC? There was that, and because I remember that being right before Glastonbury as well, because of We Pray. Because I was like, oh, hey, I wonder what song that is.
Also, I'm pretty sure Feels Like I'm Falling in Love came out before Glastonbury.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so Feels Like I'm Falling in Love came out.
Yeah.
We went crazy over that.
Yeah.
And then Glastonbury.
Yeah. Yeah, no, our first episode was about Feels Like I'm Falling in Love.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a MUSiC announcement and Feels Like I'm Falling in Love. So, yes. And then our next episode was literally Glastonbury.
Where they played We Pray.
Yeah. And then, I remember they were sound checking We Pray, because they were also sound checking, like, Arabesque and all that. So they were sound checking We Pray and were like, hello, what song is that? And then, obviously... Glastonbury, they performed We Pray live, which was just incredible.
Yeah, they were also playing that new opening track thing.
Yeah, but we still don't know. I mean, that was a John Hopkins song, but we don't know if that's actually a Coldplay song.
Yeah, I just remember that being like, we thought it might be Neon Forest at one point, and then, I'm just going through the story.
Oh, okay,
in my head, yeah.
All right. And then a few nights later onto their tour, they started just playing Good Feelings. We started getting new wristband effects from Shaheem. Shout out Shaheem.
We love you, Shaheem. Come be on our podcast.
Yes. They axed Beautiful. They're like, you're dead now. Here's Feels Like I'm Falling in Love. I do miss her. Yeah.
I'm like the only one, but I do miss her.
Yeah.
Well, it's because now we just get Angel Moon, and the other weirdos are cool.
No, they're there.
Oh, they are there?
Yes, the weirdos are on stage during Good Feelings.
Oh, that's right.
Or Fix You. It's either Fix You or Good Feelings, but yeah, they're there.
Okay, I haven't had the chance to watch any of the recent streams of shows, so, but yeah, okay, never mind. That's all right then.
Anyway, so we've only really gotten Good Feelings live. There's been some snippets. I know very recently there's a snippet of Good Feelings in a DHL like promo video, which I think we might talk about here in other news. But yeah, they were mostly playing Good Feelings live, or still are mostly playing Good Feelings live. And then of course, we got We Pray finally.
And so we pray.
The actual studio version and like a million other versions.
Dear podcast listeners, I need you to know that I was singing Little Sims's verse to myself walking to my apartment, or like away from my apartment. One of my neighbors came up to me and was like, "Oh, I heard you rapping just now. It was really good."
Thanks, I just thought of it on top of my head. Yeah, and then, of course, now it's like all my love promo that Chris is doing.
Yeah, which we will be talking about so soon, and yes. Honestly, I'm now so excited for All My Love.
Yeah, it used to just be like, all right, ever since, Chris just played it in Athens, we thought it was just a piano piece, and then we heard pretty much full band during that snippet of the first dance at the wedding.
Yeah.
Which was just gorgeous. Again, congrats to the newlyweds.
Yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about because you didn't listen to our spoiler and speculations channel.
Well, this is what happened. So yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, you're gonna listen to All My Love this week anyway. Or next week. So, no, this week. I know how time works. But yeah. And then now here we are. Now Coldplay are like announcing a global citizen, my bad. They are now announcing a global listening party.
Listen.
I'm just fighting for my life here.
Monica has had barely any of her caffeinated beverage. You guys need to know this. Yeah. Very little of it has been drank.
No, this is enough for me. That little bit, that's enough for me, alright? It's real quick. I'm 4'11", I'm short, so it gets to my body really quickly.
Like a rush of blood to the head.
A rush of blood to the head.
Now, boy.
I hate this. Anyway.
Yeah, we got a Jupiter snippet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's MUSiC news.
Yeah.
Even though it's new news for this week. Yeah, guys, we got a Jupiter snippet.
We got a MUSiC snippet.
Yeah.
I mean, we are just literally...
rolling in snippets.
Yeah. I feel like I practically heard the entire album by now. Like,
no, I don't feel like I have yet.
Oh, we forgot One World, too.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, we forgot about, like, everyone singing on it. Like, Monica singing. And Monica singing on Jupiter.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I completely forgot that in the Philippines, Chris just asked us to sing, and I was right at C stage. Whenever it happened, I was right at C stage. And then, he was like, you guys just sound so beautiful. And I was like, love who you love! I was screaming.
This is what the track needed, honestly.
Yeah.
Look, your version of In My Place is even better than Will's. What can I say?
Oh,
You're the best singer in Coldplay.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I already know that. Of course. Sorry to say, I am Coldplay now.
Chris is the third best singer in Coldplay. No, fourth best.
Fourth.
After Johnny and Will.
Fifth best.
Who else?
Guy.
Oh, okay. I haven't really heard Guy sing.
He's in Gold Rush.
Oh, yeah, I mean, they're all in Gold Rush.
And, no, but, like, he has, like, his own part in Gold Rush. And then he also sings Chinese Sleep Chant.
Okay.
I love you, Guy.
Sorry, Chris, you're the worst singer in Coldplay.
I just like Ringo. the worst drummer in the Beatles. Oh, we love you, Chris. We love your voice. We're not serious. Yeah. Mostly.
I do like Will's singing better than yours. Oh. But it's not that I don't like yours. I just like it when Will sings. It makes me happy.
Yeah. We love you, Will. Shout out. Hope we get to meet you.
Yeah.
In New York.
Yes. Will, you are the champion of my world.
Oh. Yeah, sick Coldplay reference.
Hey, thanks. I like that band.
Yeah. But yeah, that was pretty much it, like, leading up to MUSiC. Sorry this was all over the place. Because we were just sitting there just trying to remember.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
we're still more on track than Chris in an interview.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because I feel like nothing happened for so long, and then everything happened, you know?
And it's still happening.
Yeah, exactly. And I just can't wait for this album. I'm so excited for next week.
For this week.
Well, yes, but
Oh, to go to New York?
Well, no, just me speaking right now in the present. That it is a Sunday and we are recording this. I'm excited for next week.
Okay.
My weeks do not start on Sundays; they start on Mondays.
I know. The work schedule, I haven't yet fully locked back into the work schedule of Sunday being the end of the week. I still am mentally at Sunday being the beginning of the week, but I guess you are right.
Yeah,
now.
Well, I mean, it's part of the weekend.
Yeah, I know. I was like this as a child. I was on that team, and then society demanded.
Okay, no, I don't care about mindset. I don't care about society.
Oh yeah, society is how
we live in a society.
Look, society is a twisted branch off of humanity, and it's how we're all ultimately gonna die. Shout out Megalopolis by Francis
Oh my God!
Adam Driver said society's the end of us all.
Oh my God! Not shout out Francis Ford Coppola. Not shout out Megalopolis.
Weirdest cinematic experience of my lifetime.
Anyway. Back on track. We've got other news. What do we got, Daniel?
Okay, first off, so excited about this. I can't stop thinking about it. Can't stop listening to it in my brain. But on the MUSiC countdown page on Spotify, we got a new little teaser snippet, and it's Chris playing a tiny bit of Jupiter on guitar and messing up the words.
Yeah.
And I've listened to it so many times. The first time I heard it, I was at work. Monica was also at work, and she goes, "Daniel, come here right now," and played it, and I started crying.
I also was crying. It's a benefit of us working together again. It's like, hey, there's a new Coldplay thing. Come over here.
Yeah. Monica's my boss, so we can just listen to Coldplay.
All the time. That's actually tomorrow. It's just to be Coldplay all day. I don't care.
Yeah, no.
We're hyped up.
Autumn can deal with it. I listened to the whole Halsey EP.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, okay, but yeah, I'm so excited about this Jupiter snippet. Jupiter named for a planet, wasn't free to be exactly who she ought to be. Seeing colors others couldn't see. Jupiter named for a planet would pretend to be somebody way less extraordinary. Sometimes I wonder what is wrong with me. No, okay, because like, if you couldn't tell by everything about me, I'm trans, and guys, she wasn't free to be who she ought to be, and she would pretend to be somebody way less extraordinary, and I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to make a picture of Jupiter named for a planet.
Okay.
There's a specific picture I like where you can make pictures of characters, but their heads are planets, and there's like a Jupiter head.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so,
that's perfect.
Yeah.
I'll send it to Coldplay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the snippet sounds so good. Obviously, it's not what it's going to sound like on the album. I mean, as far as like the guitar part, but I mean, it just sounds really good. Or maybe it will. I don't know.
No one has any clue.
Yeah, no, this is, actually, I didn't send this to you. I didn't put this in notes, but some people have actually gotten MUSiC early. People have MUSiC right now.
Oh my God, you didn't tell me?
Yeah. Well, because I didn't want you to get excited, then I get nothing.
Yeah.
So, and we're listening to it
Tuesday.
Yeah.
But check your mail tomorrow.
Trust me, I've been checking my emails, all of that. I haven't gotten anything. I only lucked out with that one time, and that was when Panic at the Disco's Pray for the Wicked came out, and I got it early. That was it. That was the only time. Well, I like some songs on that album.
Pray for the Wicked is like my least favorite Panic album.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all.
I like some songs. Anyway. Next, we were talking about all my love, all the snippets that we've been getting. And speaking of Chris and doing his odd promo that he's been doing.
Chris just out here being Chris.
Yeah, in Las Vegas, out of all the places. He was doing promo there. And he was dressed up as a man in disguise
with pants
just some
that
guy.
Are way too long,
yeah,
and baggy, and a weird wig. Chris looks so weird with that wig on.
Yeah,
bizarre.
Yeah. Apparently, all of that is part of a All My Love music video. So there's a reason to it.
Yeah. So he walked into the karaoke bar with his single balloon, sat at a table by himself, and ordered a small glass of milk.
Yeah.
And sat there drinking his milk, waiting for a good moment to go debut All My Love.
Yeah.
With his milk and helium balloon in a karaoke bar in Las Vegas.
Yeah, and also running into a married couple as well, and told them to act married.
No, okay. So, yeah. First off, by the way, if you want to hear him sing it in karaoke, there's now a little bit of a longer clip that Coldplay has posted online that you can check out. But yeah, so there's a video now of him like in the middle of filming. He has 3 balloons left. It looks like he started out with a bigger bunch of balloons. He walked up to this married couple in the tunnel of love, and he was like, "Hey guys, you want to be in my music video?" And they were like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Okay, so it's basically about this guy giving out balloons as a sign of love, and then he goes and sings karaoke."
Oh my god.
So he like poses them for the shot, and he's like, "All right, now look married." Yeah.
Chris Martin frustrates me.
I love him.
I can't stand
Honestly, I'm so excited about this music video because it feels like their early Goofy music videos when they were just like running around their college campus filming stuff.
Yeah, it looks really cute. I am
too bad the rest of the band were too busy getting bikini wax to be part of it.
Womp womp. I would have loved to see the rest of the band in wigs and disguises.
Where do you think they were during Global Citizen? Do you think they were getting bikini waxed again?
Yeah, you know.
Gotta touch it up.
Yeah. They're just really hairy. They gotta get it twice. Just grows really quickly.
Oh, and the All My Love snippet was posted as a sound on Instagram Reels. We do have a little video of Chris playing All My Love on piano. And it sounds pretty nice. And that's the same one where like the whole band comes in at the end, right? Yeah. So you can like they don't show up in the video, but you can hear them playing instruments.
Yeah, very briefly. I mean, it's hardly there, but it's there. Pre their performance for the iHeartRadio Music Festival that was last week in Las Vegas, where Chris has been running around. Eliana and Chris they had a video of them singing We Pray, kind of rehearsing We Pray, and it sounds really good, and Eliana sounds amazing, and that's really it. That's all I have to say about that. And also, speaking of more rehearsals for, the iHeartRadio Music Festival, while Chris and Eliana were rehearsing on stage, the other video was, backstage. But this one was on stage. Flava Flav just came up and just dapped him up. That's really it.
And Chris gave him a love button from his wallet.
Yeah. I want a love button from Chris, from his wallet.
It would give you COVID.
Oh. I forget.
Monica's allergic to Chris Martin.
Yeah, this is a known fact. Context, I think we've mentioned it before. I'll mention it again. The 2 times that Chris Martin has looked me in the eyes are 2 times that I've gotten COVID.
Yeah.
I got it very recently, not because of Coldplay.
Except for the time Chris Martin looked at you, but then Johnny and Guy both also looked at you as a counteract.
I don't think Chris looked at me at all. I think
he flashed you.
Oh, yeah, but it wasn't looking me in the eyes and then flashing me. Which, by the way, now sounds terrible. No, it was during a sky full of stars, and he did that thing where he lifts up his shirt sometimes. I don't care! And then he lifts up his shirt. Please don't lift up your shirt.
I wasn't going to.
Okay. And,
not your dad.
Yeah.
Taking my shirt off in the store.
It's just his guys.
It's just his guys.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, I'm allergic to Chris Martin. And then that also leads to, because they were obviously rehearsing We Pray, just yesterday, Coldplay had posted a video of Johnny playing We Pray, and it's very important to me. Shout out Johnny Buckland. I love you.
And we will be bringing up a tiny detail from this video later in the spoilers and speculation section.
Ooh.
If you're still listening. There was an announcement from DHL, that they have helped Coldplay to lower tour emissions by 59%, which is huge. it is fantastic that they're doing this. And also the little promo video they made about it has a snippet from Good Feelings,
which we mentioned earlier,
and which now has me sold on the song. Because obviously, like, hearing these songs from, like, bootleg recordings at concerts doesn't really capture the whole vibe. And now that, like, I've heard it, I can hear the vision. Good feelings. All right. Chris, at the pre-Global Citizen ceremony, he met with Brazil's Minister of Indigenous Peoples, who is Sonia Guajajara. I hope I said that right. And Brazilian DJ Alok, which caught me off guard for a second because I know a different celebrity named Alok. And then I was like, no, it's not the same Alok. But yeah, and there's like a little photo of him meeting with them.
Yeah. If you're a footy fan, if you like soccer, if you happen to like soccer, football, wherever you are in the world, however you want to pronounce it, don't you dare say anything about Ted Lasso. Barcelona will feature the Coldplay logo on their jerseys during the Clásico against Real Madrid on October 27th at the Santiago Bernabeu.
Okay, we can figure it out.
Yeah.
I am surprised it's Barcelona and not Luton Town FC.
I know.
Now that they got a whole song about
No,
them.
well, the reason why it's Barcelona is that, I don't know if you know this, you might. I think it's Barcelona that has, like, their chant is the Viva chant.
Oh, I had heard this before and I forgot.
Yeah. So it makes sense. But also, I think they have featured a lot of artist names on their jerseys, so I don't know what that's about, but they're doing it.
Okay, but Luton Town better step it up and be more grateful. They got orange. We all got clowned for it. So make the most of that, guys. Coldplay has been nominated for both Best International Group and Best Concert at the NRJ Music Awards. I don't know when those awards happen, but we'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah, when or where.
Yeah.
But shout out Coldplay.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Crazy Frog won't beat them this time.
Mr. Professor Doctor, the greatest musician in living memory, Jonathan Phantasmo Hopkins, is co-lead artist on MUSiC, the opening track.
Thank you for appreciating my reference to In My Place Live in Buenos Aires.
Yeah, no, that was Amor Argentina.
Nope, that was In My Place at the very
end.
Well,
it was a lead-in to Amor Argentina.
Okay, but it's on that track. So the thing, I listened to that track, the In My Place Live, a lot because it's Will singing.
I know.
And so since I listened to that track a lot, and that bit is at the end of that track leading into Amor Argentina, I listened to that, like, segment a lot, and I can quote it, and it like lives in my brain.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's.
But anyway, I'm right.
I know you're right. I'm just saying that's the track it's part of, and that's why I know it so well.
I know, but anyway,
Mr. Professor Doctor, the greatest musician in living memory, Jonathan Phantasmo Hopkins. Yeah. MUSiC is having a listening party in Malaysia on October 2nd at 8 p.m. Only the first 50 people to respond got invitations. I mean, you guys can try now, but I'm sure 50 people already responded.
Yeah.
It's Coldplay we're talking about.
Yeah. Immersive listening events announced in locations across the world. List is on Coldplay's website. And
none of them are in the U.S.
Yeah, and none of them are in the U.S. One of them is in Manila.
At the Space and Time Q Museum, which sounds like the coolest museum in the world, and I need to go there.
Yeah, we'll go to the Philippines.
Thank you. All right. Cinema.coldplay.com is now working, so if you guys want to go to the theatrical release on Wednesday, you can find a cinema near you. We're gonna be at one.
Yeah, and it is near us.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, we're gonna see it. We're gonna get the extra content. Monica's gonna have her phone out, also watching the shopping network,
which is what we're gonna talk about next. Coldplay will be playing MUSiC. Well, no, they're not playing MUSiC. They're playing snippets, like songs from.
Okay, well, the post you sent about it just said they were gonna play MUSiC.
Oh my God,
the whole album. That's what the post said.
No, okay. Well, they are playing some songs from MUSiC, on QVC, on October 2nd at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, shout out QVC. If you don't know what QVC is, it's a shopping channel that has been around for as long as I've been alive, for forever. Um, yeah, so it's very strange that Coldplay will be on QVC, but good for them. Shout out QVC.
Will you buy
Love
something
y'all.
off QVC now if Coldplay promotes it?
Yeah, I'd be convinced. Although I think I will already have everything that they'll. Anyway, just announced, literally as we live and breathe.
Breaking news.
Yeah, this is the first Coldplay breaking news that's happening as we are recording on CBS Sunday morning, which it is currently Sunday morning as we are recording this. There was an interview that Coldplay, or at least, no, it was all the Coldplay that had done. But we will cover that next week, because we don't have time to watch it and talk about it right now. But yeah.
All right. So we mentioned this last week, but on my birthday that just happened, September 24th, in LA, there was the K-Rock Secret Show with Chris Martin. Here are some of the songs he played. He played Fix You. He played Part of Clocks. Couldn't get through that one. He played Green Eyes. He played Warning Sign. All right, Russia Blood to the Head. Played Politic.
Shout out.
The politic of
Girls.
And then he played Fliffle a cappella, and then also live debut of MUSiC by Coldplay and John Phantasmo Hopkins. He played that also a cappella.
Allegedly. I actually don't know how true that is, but
That's what we've heard.
yeah, we don't know anything about the secret show.
It's been pretty under wraps.
Yeah.
He answered some fan questions. Also, everyone who attended got access to a free U.S. tour ticket of their choice, which they should have given me one. Like I said, it was my birthday. Come on, Chris.
Yeah, for real.
And for my birthday, I want a ticket for me and Monica also.
Yay! And I want to meet you guys.
Yeah.
That's also, yeah.
For my birthday.
Yeah, oh.
We got him. For my birthday, Monica wants to meet you guys.
Yay!
And Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, ooh.
Has to kiss her on the lips.
Yay!
For my birthday.
Yay! I love your birthday.
Yeah. Speaking of the U.S. tour, it is confirmed that Coldplay will be stopping in Las Vegas and San Francisco, probably some other places too, but those are where we know. We also know there will be no Texas stops.
Boo!
It's fine, we can travel.
Yeah, but it causes hardly any money to travel in Texas.
I know, but it's fine because I've been obsessed with San Francisco since my youth.
Yeah, we'll see wherever else they're gonna announce. Hopefully they're gonna announce it on the Today Show. I think that'd be really cool if we're there and they announce, hey, by the way, we're gonna be in the U.S.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll definitely see them.
Mhm. There was a limited extra tickets, the Infinity tickets, I believe. They were on sale for the Australia and New Zealand shows. I think it might all be sold out.
I don't think it was the Infinity tickets because I think the Infinity tickets had already been sold. These are new extra tickets.
Oh, new extra tickets?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well then, yeah, there's some new extra tickets. Hopefully they're not.
Gone.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, and then Ira Starr is the new opening guest for Australia and New Zealand shows. So you're gonna probably get good feelings live with both of them, which would be a lot of fun. That'd be a lot of cool memories there.
Yeah. Man, we should have gone to New Zealand.
I know. Well.
Okay, more than 13 million fans tried to buy tickets for the shows in Mumbai. Man, I really want to go to Mumbai also.
I know.
I want to go to India so bad. This bracelet's from India.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah.
Last week.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to go to India.
And then speaking of just more shows, the second and third and fourth Abu Dhabi shows have been announced. That's all announced on Coldplay's, Instagram,
they just
everything.
kept adding one more big demand, adding another one, big demand, another one.
Yeah. It was, oh God, what was the specific phrasing? Due to phenomenal demand. That's what it was.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all on Coldplay's socials. You could find them. We didn't include them because it was a lot of information. And also speaking of the Abu Dhabi shows, Aliana will be the opener for those shows. So that's gonna be
And
a lot
I'm sure
of fun.
she will also be singing We Pray, probably.
Yeah, her version. So that's going to be really cool.
There was a 6 Soul date announced. Yeah.
And then now, because, again, due to phenomenal demand, Wembley shows, there's now a 9th and 10th show announced, and they are the first band in history to perform 10 nights at Wembley, which is insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
This band is pretty popular.
Yeah, like their impact. I mean, not just like impact in music, but impact on the world itself.
Global culture.
Yes.
It's so interesting because I'll tell people I like Coldplay and they'll be like, well, people still like Coldplay? And
Yeah.
I'm like, yes.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, here's 10 sold out shows that they're the first ever to do it, you know?
13 million people were trying to buy tickets to Mumbai.
Yeah, they were constantly breaking records. And, you know, again, if you're in your own bubble, you're not going to notice, you know, what Coldplay does, obviously. But, you know, their impact is just literally global.
I think it might not even be a stretch to say that they might be the most popular band in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're like the most streamed band on Spotify.
Yes. Yeah. And this is the highest grossing tour any band has ever done.
Yeah.
So people who are like, what, Coldplay are still around?
It's like, yes, they are, and they're selling out for years. They have just continually, this entire tour has just been sold out.
Quick sidebar. I see a lot of people, like I know some of it, like you were saying, was like more joke, but a lot of people lately have been like very gatekeepy about Coldplay shows. Like, because they'll see, like a lot of people are like, getting into it new and like getting tickets to these shows, and then the longtime fans are like getting super bitter and being like, oh, well, you just like it because it's popular on social media right
or
now.
you only heard 2 songs, or you know,
these tickets belong to like the real fans.
Yeah,
I hate that energy.
Yeah, exactly, because
it's antithetical to the whole point of Coldplay. If you're a true Coldplay fan, you know, it's for everyone. It's for all the people. Everyone.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why Daniel even got into Coldplay is because I wouldn't shut up about them, you know? And then I'm glad that, you know, he is into Coldplay now, and he's a fan, and that, you know, his first Coldplay show is going to be next week.
But yeah,
even though it's not a full show, but still.
I think whether you've heard one Coldplay song or you know all the words to all of them, you are equally as deserving of going to see them live.
Yeah.
And I don't think the band would want anyone gatekeeping their shows.
Yeah, no exclusion.
We're one big band.
Yeah.
All of us. That includes everyone.
Come on. We want Coldplay to take over the world. Absolute world dominance. Let everyone be into Coldplay. It's fine. Again, they keep announcing shows. There's always opportunities to see Coldplay. I promise you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all. I just wanted to say that. Because that's how I've been feeling about that. Like, the more I see that sentiment on social media.
Yeah. No, it's very important. Thank you, Daniel. And that's the news.
That's the news. All right. So now it's the portion of our show where, since we have no sponsor, we're making no ad revenue. Instead, we highlight a different charity every month. It's now our final Sunday of the month, and if you've been listening, you know our charity this month was Global Citizen. And this week, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different recap where instead of like going over just the charity, I'm going to talk about Chris's performance. So there's a little bit of Coldplay news baked into this charity segment. But they just had the Global Citizen Music Festival, which they do annually, and Chris performed there with Ed Sheeran. So
yeah, it's a secret guest.
Monica has actually seen it, which I have not. So she will be helping me out here for this one. But Chris was on stage with Ed Sheeran. Chris was playing piano. Ed was playing guitar. They played half of Yellow, and then Chris gave up on that.
Yeah, it was like, that's enough of that.
Yeah, classic Chris. Then they played Shape of You.
Yeah. I mean, full song, pretty standard.
I hope there's a recording of this, because I do want to hear that. Because Shape
of
You...
There is. It's all on YouTube.
Okay, cool. And then Chris got on guitar, and they played Viva La Vida. And there's this video out now of them like rehearsing it and then playing it.
Yeah.
Where they call it like dueling or something, where they're like trading off lyrics.
Yeah.
But yeah, he dedicated it to Jane Goodall. He also kept yapping during it and making mouth noises.
Yeah.
Like what was the what line was it right after that?
I don't remember.
Yeah, well, anyway, he goes buh.
Yeah, and of course, Jordan.
Yeah. Chris was having a time.
Yeah, good for him.
And then they played Thinking Out Loud. Chris getting real jazzy on piano.
Oh, real jazzy. It sounded really good.
Which, that is my, like, people getting jazzy on piano.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about that.
Definitely listen to it, because it starts and I'm like, dang, Chris, okay, play.
Yeah. I wish I could play piano like Chris.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. That's where I would love to be with my piano play. I still need to find a spot to move my piano into my apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I need to actually play my piano. So I could be jazzy just like Chris.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you could be like Johnny and set it to the mode where you push one button to play the chords, as long as it's not two hands at the same time.
Real.
Apparently, I have to play the keyboard on stage now. This is also from the Rush of Blood to the Head interview.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so and I'll give one last quick recap for the month. If you don't know, Global Citizen, they are a large global charity. Like, unlike the other charities we've been focusing on, it's not just like, here's what they're doing, donate to them to make it happen. The whole point is that we are all global citizens, because we are all citizens on the same planet. So this is everyone's responsibility, and we can all take action. I've talked about this several other times on this podcast, but the biggest, most important thing I feel like they do is they try to actively fight against the ongoing narrative of hopelessness and defeatism by saying, actually, you can make a difference. What you do is important, and you can make choices right now. And I think that is the only way that we're going to make things better.
Yeah.
Like, Coldplay could have very easily bought into, touring is always going to be bad for the environment, but everyone does it. But they made an active choice of saying, this is our planet too. We are not going to accept this. We're going to make it better. They, when told that it was impossible to make vinyl records from recycled plastic, they're like, well, we'll figure it out anyway.
Yeah, and
they
did
do that. So I really think the ethics of Global Citizen align so well with the overall message of this band. I think they're really worth checking out and looking into. There are so many ways to get involved, going down to even just taking action through their app or their website, or reading about the issues that they are involved with, because being informed is like half of the battle. So Global Citizen is very cool. Please check them out. And if you need an incentive, you can win prizes such as Coldplay tickets by doing actions. Yeah. Or a signed Hugh Jackman shirt.
Shh, don't tell everyone that. Actually, it ends today. It ends today. I'm trying to win it, all right? Y'all manifest for me. I really want it. You'll know next week if I got it or not.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
And yeah, also, you can volunteer with Global Citizen at Coldplay shows as well, which is really cool. So if you want to get involved that way. I definitely recommend it. That's something that I really am interested in and want to do.
Me too, both with Global Citizen and Love Button. I know, even not at a Coldplay show, I would like to get involved and volunteer with them, just because I believe so strongly in a lot of what they're doing. We had the music festival on at work yesterday. No closed captions, but I could follow some of what was going on. And they were talking about how they're like partnering with defenders to try to protect civic spaces for like environmental defenders to be able to like keep doing the work they're doing that is so important. I don't know, they just do so much. It's very cool, and it's the exact kind of thing that I have always like wanted and hoped for in an ideal world. And so like finding out that here it exists, and anyone can be a part of it in whatever way they can manage to be a part of it. I really like that. I care a lot about a lot of these issues, and having the opportunity to feel like I can do something about it is very important to me.
I agree on all sentiments. We're gonna definitely volunteer for them. I'm excited about that.
I got volunteer experience now. All right.
I don't, but I can with Global Citizen and Love Button. All right, and so now is the portion of the show where we have our spoilers and speculation. So, of course, MUSiC is coming out this week. So if you want to kind of, save yourself from all the spoilers and speculation and want to hear, MUSiC for yourself, either it be at a listening party or on October 4th, then thank you for listening.
In the Time and Space Cube Museum.
Yeah, but thank you for listening. We'll catch you next week. But if you're like us and we just want to intake all the information as possible as we're getting hyped up and excited for Moon Music, then yeah, come stick around. The first thing is that apparently Chris had said that the next album is going to be in 2028. But he is a very unreliable source, okay?
Don't believe his lies.
Don't believe his lies, all right?
Remember, he said Moon Music was coming out by May.
Yeah, so we don't know. But, at least we know that there's more... we already knew there's going to be more Coldplay albums coming, but,
At least we know Chris hasn't forgotten already.
Yes, exactly. At least it's like, no, this is it. Never mind.
All right, the European Space Agency, I think that
Yes.
I was like, I'll remember what that stands for.
Yes, that's correct.
Their Luna analog facility opened Wednesday of this past week, and as to celebrate their opening, Coldplay sent them a little snippet preview of opening song Moon Music by Jonathan Phantasmal Hopkins and Coldplay.
Yeah.
And you can listen to that on the European Space Agency's social media.
Yeah.
It sounds like the beginning of Music of the Spheres a little bit with the Moon Music.
Well, yes, yeah.
Which, I'm so excited about this album. Every
Yeah.
time I start thinking about it, it's like feeling, because I said that and then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get to hear the whole album
I know.
in like 2 days.
I know. We're very, very excited.
I'm so normal about this.
Speaking of more Moon Music stuff, Chris busking.
Buskers are the cornerstone of civilization.
Chris was busking in Vegas with his alien head. We call him Electric Universe. With an unknown Moon Music song. It sounds great. I'm so hyped about it.
Yeah.
But I believe that it's Eterna because he has his alien head. That's where my connection is.
The other thing is, like, looking through all the tracks on the track list, I do think Eterna's the most likely out of all of them.
Yeah.
For it to be that.
Yeah.
Because, like, a lot of them we've heard already.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's Jupiter.
Yeah.
I don't think it's part of Alien Hits Alien Radio, since that's apparently mostly Will.
Yeah. Well, no, it's only one portion of the song, so we don't know for sure.
Yeah.
We don't know if that's even going to be Moon Music itself, you know what I'm saying?
But I think you are right, like, with the Electric Universe head,
Yeah.
it is more likely to be Eterna,
Yeah.
because that was Light Club. Eterna's always been, like, a piece of Light Club when
Yes.
it's been played.
Yes.
Which is when Electric Universe shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my speculation. Hopefully I'm right. We'll know in a couple of days.
Coldplay is rumored to play in the Brazilian Amazon forest in Belém, maybe. That's how that's pronounced. Maybe it's not how that's pronounced. At the UN COP30 event in 2025. So we could go to Brazil next year.
My goodness.
No, we can't go to Brazil
Yeah.
next year. You're going to Japan.
Yeah, I can't afford everything, Daniel. I can. But yeah, and then lastly, what we were talking about earlier with Johnny's We Pray video, on his guitar it says The Colors of the Weather, which is, it's always said that.
I know, I just noticed it for the first time
yeah.
now. I'm wondering what song that might be part of. Sorry, I was checking really quick, again, the lyrics of I Am a Mountain, because they are talking about weather a lot in that song.
Yeah.
But not about the colors of the weather.
Yeah, so that's another
I
song.
think maybe it'll be part of Alien Hits Alien Radio.
Maybe Jupiter, I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah.
We'll find out very soon.
Yeah.
So soon. I'm going to be sick.
Anyway, I think that's all we have to talk about. That was a big, long episode. Thank you for listening. If you listened this entire way through, we are very excited for Moon Music, and next week, obviously, that's what we are going to be talking about, so I hope that you guys join us for that. And, thank you for listening. My name is Monica.
My name is still Daniel.
And we are Weekly Coldplay. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to Weekly Coldplay. For more Coldplay content from us, check us out on Twitter @Weekly Coldplay and Instagram @weekly.coldplay. That is weekly, Coldplay. And if you like what you hear, give us a follow on wherever you're listening to the podcast on. Thank you again, and we'll be back next week with more Coldplay news.